It's the end of the month, and that means it's time for the rundown. Hey everyone, welcome to the rundown for June 2021. In this month's rundown we have Matt Hancock resigns as Health Secretary of the UK after getting caught breaking COVID rules by kissing a close aide. The Irish government pushes back the opening of bars and pubs and only half opens them when they do. And last, Chauvin sentenced for killing George Floyd, but protesters are not happy with the sentence. Now before we get into it, please like and share this video to give it a boost. And also subscribe if you like the content that I'm making. So first up, Matt Hancock resigns as the UK Health Secretary after getting caught breaking COVID rules. Matt Hancock has resigned as UK Health Secretary after video emerged of him kissing a close aide, which was violating his own COVID-19 restrictions. Now he has been replaced with Sajid Javid, who I do think has a hell of a lot of work to do to kind of restore the reputation of that position. Because Matt Hancock was not a good health secretary. And to be honest though, a lot of people are really surprised they lasted as long as he did. Now I will say this on a bit of a side note here. I'm finding it a bit funny that most of the outrage is about the breach of COVID restrictions, which I do understand the outrage about that. I'm not saying that outrage isn't warranted. It is definitely. I do find it interesting the fact that very few people are pointing out the fact that he was actually caught cheating on his wife. It's like, come on, man. Next up, the Irish government delays and then only partly reopens bars and pubs. The Irish government on Tuesday evening came out with a statement that there will be a delay in the reopening of bars and pubs by 2 weeks, and then they will only be open in terms of indoor dining to those who are vaccinated. Now this has raised a lot of anger given the fact that it is considered, many people see it as discrimination to serve people based on the fact that they're vaccinated while refusing service to others. I do understand that argument and I agree with it to some extent, but I just think the bars and pubs should just open straight off anyway, because we are an outlier here in Ireland compared to the rest of Europe. The rest of Europe is pretty much open. The only one that isn't is Greece as far as I'm aware, but they don't really dine indoors in Greece anyway given the weather conditions, so indoor dining is a lot more important here given the tendency for it to rain here a lot more. And finally, Chauvin sentenced for the killing of George Floyd, but protesters are not happy with the sentence. Chauvin, the ex-police officer who was convicted of 3 counts of murder and manslaughter for the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis last year, has been sentenced to 22.5 years with the possibility of parole of about 15 years. Now the sentence fell short of the 30 years that prosecutors had requested. unsurprisingly, protesters are not happy with the sentence that Chauvin got. They wanted Chauvin to get the maximum sentence, with one protester saying, "We got justice, but not enough justice." Although, with the way the protests were going, and the riots especially, I don't think any sentence would have been enough justice for these people. So I wouldn't really put that much weight on their assessment of how much justice would have been enough for this, of how big a sentence would have been enough. So what do you guys think of these stories? Share your thoughts with me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear them. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with my latest videos. This has been the rundown for June 2021. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.